I want to read to you guys an NBA resume. A three-time champ, a three-time All-Star, 2 All-NBA teams, 6 All-NBA defensive teams, including 4 first-team selections, a Defensive Player of the Year award, and was runner-up in another year, the Most Improved Player of the Year award. In 2012, he won National Player of the Year, Big Ten Player of the Year in college, and then went on to win a gold medal with the U.S. men's Olympic team. That is a Hall of Fame career. He's done it and won at every level of the game. And this player, to me, is the most underappreciated player in today's NBA, without a doubt. And I was one of those guys that would hate on him and didn't want to see him do good. And it's easy to not like this player. He has a loud mouth, a temperament. He makes bold takes, and a lot of people think he's overrated. I don't think so at all. Recently, I've fallen in love with this player. I love everything about his game and his mindset. This player, the person I think is the most underappreciated, is the Warriors power forward Draymond Green. I was inspired to make this video after watching the U.S. men's Olympics and their exhibition games. Now, I know they went down 0-2. They had some bad losses, especially when they were a 28-point favorite against Nigeria. And that just kind of shows, though, the countries in basketball especially have really stepped up in the competitiveness. And you can't just go out with athleticism and skill. You really have to have the whole team locked into a game plan to win. But my favorite thing about watching those games was seeing Draymond Green check into the game. And his presence and impact was felt right away. He's kind of like a security blanket in my eyes. But this guy, he's literally changed the way defense has been played in the NBA. And it started ever since his 3rd year in the NBA, where he took over for the Warriors power forward David Lee. He went down with an injury. Draymond Green stepped in, and that was in 2014. And just that's when the Warriors dynasty started, right? When Draymond Green was inserted. And from that point, the Warriors really changed the way defense is played. To have the ability to switch every pick and roll and have Draymond guard 1 through 5 was really not that big of a thing. And how well he did it, right? He did it at an elite level. One quote I love from Draymond is, he said he was the best NBA defender of all time. Do I agree with that? No, I don't. But do I like the confidence? Yes, I love the confidence in him saying that. But what I love about that quote, Draymond Green is not necessarily, he's not the best at anything on defense. He's not the best on-ball defender. He's not the best at protecting the rim. But what he is amazing at is being elite at every little aspect on defense. I look at it like I look at Chris Paul on offense. Chris Paul's the point guard. He's the floor general. He knows everything, what's going on, where the guys need to be. And that's Draymond on defense. He's the anchor. He's so smart. Forget about his skills and his wingspan and how he can defend straight up and have his hands out and get in passing lanes and play tendencies. He is so smart. He knows what defense or what offense the other team's running and where to put his guys, and he just makes the right plays. Steph Curry quoted him saying he was the smartest player that Steph's ever played with. And that says a lot about Draymond. I mean, you think about their dynasty run, right? Steve Kerr called Draymond Green the heart and soul of that team. And by all means, if you go back and watch his performances and what Draymond did for the Warriors and their dynasty and all their runs, he's not overrated. He put up amazing stats, made amazing plays in some of the biggest moments in NBA history. And all the hate and all the disrespect to Draymond, remember, this came from myself as well, was just not warranted. And like I said earlier, it comes because of Draymond Green and maybe who he is as a person or how he can come off to other people. He made some dirty plays, kicking people in the no-no spot, He's just physical, aggressive. He talks so loud on the court. And I was always someone, when he'd play the Blazers, I'm like, can someone just shut him up? Shut Draymond Green up, please. But, you know, all of those things and his never back down mentality, I think it all comes from his elite competitiveness to win. He just wants to win at a high level. And is that okay, though, to make all those dirty plays and say some of the things he says? No. But I don't think that should overshadow who he is as a player. He's a game-changing player. And I look at it like if we were at a LA Fitness, you're playing pickup basketball on the court, and they're all lined up, or all the NBA players are lined up on a line, and you're trying to pick your team. Draymond Green, honestly, should be one of the first people you pick. I mean, he does all the little things that no one else does on the court, right? A big part of why the Warriors were so great and what makes him such a great defender, and he was quoted saying this, is people forget a lot of the time, rebounding is a defensive metric. The ability to rebound the ball and end their possession. And then what makes Draymond Green special is he pushes the ball and then can play make from there. That's one of the things I love most about Draymond and why I would actually like to see him in a Blazers uniform. But with all that being said, I really wanted to go on a rant about Draymond Green and just what he does. And the last little thing I'll leave with is Draymond Green, NBA teams have tried so hard to duplicate what the Warriors did on defense, having a death lineup where you have a small center, right? I think Draymond Green's 6'6" or 6'7", and have a death lineup and be able to switch everything and play small ball and play make and have motion on offense. That's what teams try to duplicate. But the key missing ingredient is teams don't have a Draymond Green. They don't have someone that does the things he does. And that's what makes him special and the most underappreciated player. If you agree with my thoughts on him, let me know down below. If you don't, let me know down below. Or who you think is the most underappreciated player in the league. I'm a Draymond Green fan now, and I can't wait to watch the U.S. men's continue throughout these Olympics just to see what he does. I mean, honestly, it's so fun watching him play. I really recommend tuning into their next games and just seeing the impact he has on the court. But until the next video, I hope you guys take care. I appreciate all the support.